The Metropolitan Police have given their version of the chronology of yesterday's attack, saying local officers were on the scene within 9 minutes of being called. Armed police followed 5 minutes later. But the entire incident, from the car ramming into the victim to the suspects themselves being brought down by police fire, lasted 20 minutes. Our Home Affairs correspondent Darshna Soni looks now at how events unfolded through the eyes of those on the street who were caught up in it. And another warning, her report does contain distressing images.
It began just after 2 p.m, a bustling street in South London on a crowded spring afternoon. Everyday people going about their day, a woman on her lunch break, a man who had been to see his mum.
As I come home from my mother's, I see two geezers leaning over another geezer, and I thought they were trying to resuscitate him.
Graham Wilders assumed there'd been a car crash. Several witnesses saw a blue Vauxhall apparently hitting a pedestrian before mounting the pavement.
I thought it was sort of like a drug deal that's gone wrong.
Shane Webb had been watching from the window of his tower block. He quickly realised that what was unfolding below was far worse than he could have imagined.
If you didn't know from it now, it'd probably be something out of a movie or something, you know, but it's terrible.
The two men who had driven the car into their victim then got out and hacked him to death with meat cleavers before dragging his body onto the road. What was so astonishing, so appalling about what happened here is that after hacking their victim to death, the two men for 20 minutes simply strolled along this street chatting to passers-by. Their extreme violence totally at odds with the ordinary surroundings. In this extraordinary footage, a woman with her shopping walks past the man, apparently oblivious to what has happened, to his bloodied hands. His words, his strong South London accent, tell just how very English he is as he apologises to the women around him.
I apologise that women had to witness this today.
And it's the behaviour of those women in the next few minutes that also says something about the very British reaction to the horror. Look at how these two young girls try to talk the man down. Also on the scene, Ingrid Lawyer Kennett, who uses her training as a scout leader to try to disarm him.
I could see a revolver, a butcher's knife, and do you know this most axe the butchers have to cut that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he had, and blood all over him. And I thought, what the heck, what happened there? For me, it was just a regular guy, just a bit upset. He was not on drug, he was not drunk.
The attackers, we now know, were eventually shot by armed police officers. Ingrid says that afterwards, she simply caught her bus and went on her way.